A Sellersburg man who shot and killed his wife is heading to prison.
Killed his wife in front of his 11-year-old daughter, and as WDRB Stefan Johnson reports today, we heard from the killer for the first time.
It is Judgment Day for Mac Lewis as he walks into a Clark County courtroom in handcuffs, shackles, and an orange jail-issued jumpsuit.
You'll also have an opportunity to make a statement if you'd like to do so.
Before the judge hands down the sentence, the victim's daughters and father address the court and Lewis.
For starters, let's go back to April 1st. It was on that night that a broken man took it upon himself to inflict irreparable damage on our family when he murdered Lizzie.
Last month, the jury convicted Lewis of shooting his wife Elizabeth to death in front of her 11-year-old daughter and a friend in April of last year.
And of all the lies and kind of twisted statements he made that night, he got one thing right. It should have been him.
Tony Bennett is the victim's father and said his daughter, affectionately known as Lizzie, was kind and generous, and ended his comments with a very explicit message to the judge.
I ask that you strongly consider what Lizzie would have asked you in her sweet, melodious voice. Impose a sentence today that forces that broken man to spend the rest of his miserable life in prison.
Two family members spoke on behalf of Lewis, and then he addressed the court and victim's family.
Everybody thinks I'm a monster, but I'm not. It was an accident.
Rather than show contrition, Lewis continued to say it was an accident.
You can lie. You can say that I shot my wife multiple times. I did, but it was an accident. The gun went off.
This is a case that deserves a sentence of at least 100 years, 100, not a day less, Your Honor. And it's count one, murder, 55 years, no time suspended.
In the end, the judge followed the recommendation of the prosecution.
For a total sentence of 100 years.
Stefan Johnson reporting today. Lewis's attorney says he will likely appeal the guilty verdict.